Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Toon Review for tonight's Fan Forum. This is your last chance to have your say on Newcastle United before the final game of the season, which, of course, is Sunday against Everton at 4 o'clock kickoff. Of course, Matchday Live begins here with me and Billy Bob at 3:30, and boy, is the excitement building to the final game of the season. Billy's been for a 3-mile run today just to celebrate and calm his excitement down. Good evening, Billy.
Good evening. When he says a 3-mile run, I've run around the watching line.
Yes.
Good evening to all the people out there in Viewerland and all the rest of the Magpie Massive. Hope you're having a great day.
Well, we nearly had a fire, Billy. I went to pick Olivia up from work, and I came home, and Susan and Lily are sitting outside, and all the doors and windows are open, smoke coming out the doors, and Susan just looked at me and I thought, oh my God, what is going on? Lily had decided to make some noodles in the microwave,
Right.
but
With
didn't put any water in, Billy.
Oh dear.
So the noodles and the plate and the microwave blew up. Blew up. So in a way, quite lucky. The microwave contained everything, but there was a lot of smoke. But yeah, it's not what you want to come home to, seeing your fiance and stepdaughter outside with smoke everywhere. But it was dealt with.
At least the weather's been nice, isn't it?
Well, I mean, yeah, sit in the sunshine while the kitchen's frying, no problem at all. But guys, a lot to talk about tonight because, as usual, Newcastle United, when it comes to news stories, are full of it. I don't know whether you've had a chance to watch my earlier video talking about Jamie Gittins, of course, from Dortmund. The Liverpool Anthony Gordon has kicked off again with Newcastle slapping an £80 million price tag on him. Callum Wilson has come out and kind of give an indication that he will be leaving Newcastle United, which Gesundheit, Billy.
Thank you.
Gives an indication that he might be off as well. So there is quite a bit to talk about tonight, as well as the game. How are you guys feeling? Are you nervous, or are you like me and Billy, pretty confident that things are going to happen on Sunday as for the Champions League, and next season is going to be a great one? Just before we put the link up, Billy, just get your thoughts on the Anthony Gordon one, because Arne Slot has apparently decided that Nunez and what's the other guy's name? Diaz, they could be leaving in the summer, which will possibly open out a chance for Anthony Gordon, because Liverpool's interest is still there with an £80 million price tag.
Yeah, they'll still have Gakpo, of course, perfect off the left-hand side. Would they want to take Anthony Gordon home? It depends if they want to pay the money or not, I guess. If they offer us what we want, then I guess he'll be on his way. But, I mean, he signed a new contract last season, so the price is going to be hefty. £80 million, a lot of money, double your money. I'd rather keep him personally, but you never know. As for JB Gittins, a fantastic potential within him.
Absolute quality.
As a replacement, yeah.
And he could be available for around 40 million, Billy, which Dortmund have actually admitted that they need to trim their wage budget. It's not often you have a team as big as Dortmund come out in public and say we need to trim the wage bill.
Well, yeah, especially Dortmund, they do a lot of business, don't they? Wheeling and dealing. Generally, once a season they'll sell someone to Bayern Munich or someone else, and they tend to keep on the side of PSR that way. But they're not the greatest seasons to have, they Dortmund, to be fair to them.
No, and Gittins is one of those players that can play both flanks, by the way.
Yeah, very quick, very technical, as someone you'd expect to see from the Man City Academy, to be honest.
Yep, indeed. Right, the link is there, guys, in the chat. So if you click on the link, it will bring you through to the green room. I don't know why we call it the green room, because there's nothing green at all. But we'll get you on. First of all, we have Chippers and Emma. Good evening.
Hello.
Evening.
Well, Chippers, last game of the season. Are you confident?
Yes. It's not the story. It's not where you're.
Hello. Is it me you're looking for?
No one says that to me because no one wants me.
Well, that's understandable.
So, I'm confident.
Yeah.
The 10 places are below us, so I'm confident that we'll go out there and win, and it's in our hands. So All we've got to do is our job.
Did anything make you feel after the Arsenal game, that Newcastle United always do this? We always go down to the wire. We always send the fans through an absolute roller.
I thought it would go down to the last game anyway. I predicted a draw on Sunday, but I thought deep down we would probably lose the Arsenal game in hindsight. But I thought that this Everton game would be the one it would go to, and I'm just thinking that if we take with chances, it's a completely different game. And I'm pretty sure, no disrespect to Everton, but they're not as good as Arsenal. And I don't think if we make that mistake against Everton, I don't think they punish us with the players they've got. I think we take with chances against a poorer side in Everton. I know Pickford will try his best, but I think he's not going to be playing on Sunday. I think he's giving him a week's rest to get him back to make sure he's fit for Sunday, because I think if he played him on Sunday, he wouldn't have played against Everton. I think that it was one or the other. So I think he's done basically what he did against Liverpool earlier in the season, which was leave him out for that game, so he was available for more games, get more games out of him. So I wasn't too worried.
You said that, Billy, didn't you? You said that there was a chance that he's left Isak out on purpose in order to give him that good rest before the final game, just on the proviso that we need 3 points and go out there and get the goals.
It makes sense, doesn't it? You've got more chance of beating Everton at home than Arsenal away, I've got to say. Isak could be key to that, especially as Everton seem to have a very makeshift back four coming on Sunday. So Isak should be able to thrive on that, whether he's half fit or not. But if he's not playing, so be it. But I think he will.
Now, Emma, the voice of positivity, the voice of we're going to thrash them. Were you disappointed with the second half display against Arsenal? Or are you the opinion that it's gone now, let's just get on with it and get on to Everton and not fuss about the Arsenal game, even though it was a sort of second half again that let us down in a way?
In a way, I was pretty miffed about it, but the only reason why I was miffed was because what has Arteta done in the past for Newcastle? He said that we time wasted. His team was time wasting God knows how many times. David Rice went off for me because he just time wasted every time he got the ball.
Yeah, he did. But I think before that, I think we were playing a little bit of dark arts as well, to be fair, with Nick Pope in the first half. But I understand why we were trying to slow the game down. It's we like to get in Arsenal's heads a little bit, don't we? What's your thoughts on the Anthony Gordon stories that are breaking again, Emma?
I think it's just rumours.
Really?
I'm not going to believe it until they say that he's gone. I don't think he'll go. Because he could have gone last season, but he didn't.
Well, yeah, I'm not so sure, to be honest. I have to be honest. I'm not sure. I think if an £80 million bid came in, I think we'd sell him. I don't know. Chippers, where do you stand on that?
I think again, it's all down to the player, isn't it? If he wants to go, then you can't keep a player here. He doesn't want to be here. He signed a new contract, so the ball's in our court, really. But for me, if he doesn't want to be here, then we have to say go. We need £80 million, quite a lot of money, and it's hard to turn down that. But I would keep him. But if his head's turned and he wants to go and play for the club he supported as a boy, then we can't deny him that. It's just one of these things, But yeah, Newcastle will be here before and after Anthony Gordon. So
absolutely,
if he goes, he goes. It's just one of them things. There's nothing. I mean, 80 million for that, and then you've got to calculate that over 3 years in PSR terms. It's quite a lot of money. So it's unfortunately it is what it is.
Michael Burge says to think Newcastle, Villa or Forest could miss out on the Champions League, but Man United or Spurs will be in it. It's beyond effing criminal. Yeah, but we all know the rules at the start of the season, though, Billy, so we can't really kick off. We've had this discussion before, haven't we? Thinking it's disgusting, it shouldn't happen, but at the same time, we all start on the with the same hymn sheet. We know the rules, and it is going to be Man United or Tottenham, preferably Tottenham.
Well, especially as Man United denied us last year, and if we were to lose to Everton on Sunday and Man United had a place in the Champions League,
I wouldn't be amused with that.
Imagine how pig sick we'll feel, especially after last season.
Yeah,
we know the rules. It's nothing we can do about it. They're going to crap the way for the Champions League somehow, and it's ridiculous. But again, them's the rules.
I've just got a funny feeling Spurs are going to beat them.
I hope so. You're right.
I just have a feeling Spurs are going to win.
I want both teams to lose, to be honest.
We got Tom on the line. Good evening.
Hey, you all right?
Yeah, Tom, of course, one of our mods. Who was at the club badge meeting last night, Tom? And they thankfully said that image that got leaked last week was not going to be the new badge.
Well, yeah, I don't think it will be, no. They were saying basically, and I don't know if they're just rolling back from the reaction that they've had to it last week or what have you, but they were saying, it was one of many very, very early sort of drafts of things. So I think even if it was in the plans to use it, I think, what happened from the reaction there, the likelihood of them using it is very, very low. Although they did ask us what we thought of it as well. And I think pretty much everybody told them it's awful.
Yeah.
So
did they say by any chance, Tom? Did they say by any chance that the early remits for the badge were designed in a primary school? They were giving the kids a chance to have that actually. Oh, was there?
There was plenty of people said it looks like something that a primary school kid would have drawn. Yeah. I mean, it was reminiscent of the ones I used to draw when I was about 8 or 9.
I'm just pleased. We've got Vasilis with us as well. Good evening.
Good evening.
How are you?
How are you doing?
Not too
fine,
bad.
thank you.
Where are you calling us from? I sound like
Greece. I've called you.
Oh yes, you
a long time ago.
Yes, I remember.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Yes,
what do you want to say? Are you looking forward to Sunday, or you're a bit nervous?
I'm always nervous, I think. Last time I predicted easy win against Bournemouth. It didn't go well. So I'm nervous, but okay, I think we can do it. I think we can qualify for Champions League.
Mm-hmm. That's good. I mean, is there many fans out there where you live? Any Newcastle fans kicking around?
No, as far as I am concerned, I think that I am the only one. People, my friends, they laugh at me because I think that's the case pretty much everywhere except in England. People will support the big clubs. The cartel, as you say. So when I started watching football, the Premier League, of course, I first supported Liverpool, and yes, I'm so embarrassed by that.
So you should be.
Yes, of course. I did not know anything about football. Yes, and I wanted, but something, happened, and I thought maybe there are other teams that are better, and they feel right, and Newcastle felt right to me, and if I think that I started watching your channel at that time, so you've been decisive to that.
Well, that's good to know. Listen, we'll not hold that against you because you're now a Newcastle
when I was on honeymoon in Rhodes many years ago, there was quite a few Newcastle fans amongst the Greek population there, and that was mainly because of Nikos Dabizas, of course, because he was playing for Newcastle at the time.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think,
yes, of course. Yeah.
Well, I have a feeling that as this club gets bigger and bigger and we start winning a lot more, there may well be a lot more fans in your area who will celebrate. Johnny NUFC has been a member for 20 months, and he says feeling positive about Sunday, but will not be on the day, so hopefully a 2-0 win. Now, I'm bringing somebody on called Gerald Giraffe, but there's nobody there.
There is now.
What in there?
Well, there you go.
Well, this has taken the fan forum to a new experience. Good evening, Gerald.
Hi.
How are you?
You lick me face, Susan.
Fuck off, Billy. Do you actually talk, Gerald? Is there anybody there?
Oh, it's fell over. I mean,
Gerald, do you talk, Gerald? He doesn't talk.
Do you think he's dad's microphone or camera? I thought I'll go.
I have no idea what's going on. I listen. You know the Toon Review. We're not scripted. We have no idea what happens on shows. What goes on live it's mental. Proudlock, good evening.
Yeah.
hello, Pete.
You all right?
How are you?
All good, all good.
Are you confident for Sunday?
I am. I think we are going to get the Champions League secured on Sunday.
Can I just ask what's giving you that ultra confidence?
Playing at home, full house.
Yeah.
We'll get right behind the team, and I think that will give the players a massive lift because they'll know how important it is for Sunday.
Tom, what do you think of this Anthony Gordon stuff?
I don't know, really. I think we'll just wait and see what happens of it, see if anything comes of it. I'm not really thinking much of it at all at the current time. I mean, you know, if something happens, if Liverpool actually make an offer, and if it's you know, a decent one, and you know, if it's what we want, then he may well go. But you know, certainly not going to sell him on the cheap, are we? You know, so we'll just see what happens.
I mean, somebody's.
I think he knows he's on.
Hey, Gerald.
He's eating.
What is going on?
What's got his bamboo shoots? Bamboo shoots.
Playing FIFA?
I've got no idea. Seriously, I mean, wow. Okay. Samsonite Dove joins us. Are you there?
I am.
Yeah,
Hello,
thank God. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Are you looking forward to Sunday, or is there a bit of nervous trepidation about the game?
I'm so looking forward to it. It's my first time visiting St. James's Park ever.
Ooh.
Wow. Well, I'll tell you what, you'll have a cracking atmosphere there. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
Where are you traveling from?
Denmark, Copenhagen.
Ah, bloody hell. I mean, hey, are you coming on the ferry? Or are you flying?
No, flying.
Yeah. Hey, there's nothing wrong with a ferry, you know. Get on that 24-hour ferry overnight, bit of disco. Although, you know, we were going to send Chippers a couple of years ago on that boat to get himself to Amsterdam and get himself sorted, but it never happened.
I've done it a dozen times, yeah.
Yeah. It's a quick flight, isn't it? But are you? I mean, look, the game is massive, isn't it? We can't underestimate that. And a lot of people saying that Everton might be on the beach. The season's over for them. But when you've got Jordan Pickford in goal, you're never quite sure, are you?
Yeah, they have the send off at Goodison.
Yeah.
Can Pickford pick up the rest of the team? I don't know.
Not with them arms.
Well, yeah, not with it. Yeah, not with the dinosaur arms. Ryan, good evening.
Yo, what's up?
Yo.
Happy birthday the other day, Ryan.
Indeed.
Cheers.
What is happening in French Canada?
Not much, really. Just
waiting
for this game to come on, and life goes on. Yeah.
I mean, honestly, it just.
I'm planning on coming to England this summer, though.
Ryan, we've heard that a million times.
Oh, I'm coming this time. Alex is all over me about it.
Yeah, I can imagine. Are you looking forward to Sunday?
Yeah, it's more just to play with pride at the end and see the big speech at the end from Eddie Howe and the players for me. I think
You think Eddie's going to do a speech, do you?
Well, if we lose the game, the lap of honour will be a bit flat, won't it? Good grief.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, go out and just beat Everton, and then it'll be worth it in the end because they'll have the trophy to show, and come out with some pride, and they'll talk about and boost about the next season. So that'll be good.
I guess so. Chippers, Callum Wilson today. I'm getting feedback in my ears here. I don't know who it is. Hang on, let me just see who it is. It's Ryan. No, it's not. Where am I getting the feedback from? Hang on a minute.
Me?
I don't know who it is. I'm just eradicating. It's Samsonite. We'll keep his mic off for now, and I'll unmute it when we go back to speak to him. Callum Wilson's come out, Chippers, and basically give an indication for me that he's off.
Yeah, I think it's how can you keep a player who's only scored 1 goal this season in all competitions and he's not looked like scoring? It's a shame that his body's gave up on him, but that's what happens when you have so many injuries. There's only so much your body can take, and I just hope if that is true, I just hope the club sees something before Sunday so that he gets a good send-off and the fans can say thank you to him and we can part on good terms.
Yeah. Is that what you would be looking for, Emma? Just Newcastle to make an announcement so he does get that send-off? Because at the end of the day, he's done a lot for us, hasn't he? And he does deserve a send-off if he is leaving.
He does, because when he was fit, the goals was just coming in. And like Chip said, since all the injuries, he's just not been up to form. He's not been on form. And I think it's sad. But it's thank you for your service, Callum, but we think it's time for you to go. Go try doing what you can do at another team.
Yeah. Mr. Taylor, good evening.
Hiya, boy, how are you?
Not too bad. Where would you see Callum Wilson ending up? Where would be a good place for Callum to go?
Maybe the Championship.
You don't think he's got anything for the lower Premier League teams?
Nah, not a chance. His legs won't carry him.
Well, he's heavily linked with Leeds.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good move for him. Yeah, maybe.
Pete, what do you reckon? Because you've seen Callum over the years, and he's done a great job. But the time has definitely come. And the way he's talking there in that interview on the podcast that he did, it sort of gives the indication that it is pastures new for him.
Well, it is. I mean, 1 goal in this season in the FA Cup, no Premier League goals. Looks a million miles away from scoring in the Premier League now. What does that tell you about him? Fair enough, he's been a great servant, but you can tell the injuries have absolutely caught with him now. So,
the thing is, there's a few people mentioned, Wrexham.
I think if he goes to the Championship, he'll be coming home to Coventry.
But like mid-table, bottom half Championship club, I think.
Lots of talk and come back to Coventry.
Is there really?
Lots of the play after watching that playoff second leg. I think if he'd have been playing, then he wouldn't have.
But I mean, Wrexham's not a bad shout, is it? Because he would get decent wages at Wrexham, of course.
Maybe.
Because we're forgetting that Wrexham have been promoted out of the Championship, and they've got money. Let's be honest.
It's going to turn to a movie star.
Well, yeah. I mean, I love Ryan Reynolds. I think he's class. And Billy likes his wife. But
His wife.
Hey, you don't tell me you don't know who Ryan Reynolds' wife is.
I don't know. Who's his wife?
No, oh.
Come on, someone tell me.
Wow.
You definitely know.
Who is it?
Scarlett Johansson.
It's not Scarlett Johansson.
There you go.
Lively in this.
I like his mistress. Then if
he was with Scarlett Johansson. He's now married to Blake Lively.
I don't know him.
Oh, God.
Who the frick's Blake Lively?
Oh, hang on, Billy.
Oh, yeah. She's been in that, what you call a Gossip Girl program.
Yeah.
Oh, Billy wouldn't have seen Gossip Girl, man. Give our.
Well, true.
I'm surprised Pete has seen it.
No, I haven't. That's where I thought he just did the name from.
Yeah. All right, Pete. Yeah. Right,
Guilty
hang on.
pleasure.
Let's have a look. See if we can show you.
He was in the last Deadpool launch.
It's not Amber Heard. No, definitely not Amber Heard.
It's not Amber Heard, man.
This
is Blake Lively, Billy.
Oh yes, very. Oh,
Chatty woman.
Yes, maybe. Yeah. Oh, yes. I'll be on that a bit lively.
Oh God, Billy.
Christ almighty, dear me. Anyway, moving away from the Amber Heard, dear God. She's just had twins, apparently. I don't know where I saw that. It might have been Instagram or somewhere like that. Some strange internet world. Anyway, Vasilis, Callum Wilson, what's your thoughts? I mean, he's done a great job for Newcastle, but the time is now maybe for pastures new for Callum.
Yes, of course. Watching him on Sunday, I thought, and what if we had Ursula from the start? What could be so wrong? He was dribbling, he was fast, he was pressing, and
Not now.
That's
Callum Wilson, I think, has to go. Yes, the time. We want to be in the Champions League every year. We want to win the league at some point, hopefully next year, I think. And
that would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I firmly believe that. Although I'm nervous on all matches, I believe that, yes.
Julie thinks that West Ham might be a possibility for Callum. Of course, Antonio's down there, isn't he, and his best mate? I can't. Tom, what about you? Where do you think Callum would go?
I can't see him being able to do it in the Premier League.
Yeah.
So I think the likes of Leeds, West Ham, I just kind of see it. I don't think he'd be good enough. Like you say, I think probably mid to lower Championship. I can't. I think his legs have gone for the Premier.
So Sunderland's what you're saying?
He wouldn't do that. He doesn't deserve to go there, man.
Samsonite, what about you? Where would you see Callum moving to?
Maybe back to Coventry.
You said that in a very Yorkshire accent there. Maybe back to Coventry.
Yeah, I don't know. But he started out at Coventry, more or less, and had some few years in the lower leagues or in non-league football. It's come back to haunt him. He can't run anymore. Yeah. So.
Yeah. I mean, he can't run anymore. I mean, Toon Assassin says Callum would be a legend for free at Wrexham. And as he said, he's had enough money now, so it could be a great fit for him in the town. I mean, he did state that, Billy, didn't he? He did say that, money-wise isn't an issue for him anymore. He's comfortable now for the rest of his life. It's all about playing football. And I take my hat off to him for that, because he's not just sort of demand. Well, we don't know what his demands are for any new side, but it seems like he's willing to take a pay cut to keep playing.
Or step down in the league as well. He also said that he wants to leave football before football leaves him. So whoever's getting him isn't getting him for. I don't think he's going to do it for long, because I think if he gets another injury or two, that'll be him walking away from it. Or limping away from it, I should say.
I think personally, Premier League has left him. Agent Texas, do you know Callum hasn't completed for us, Paul? I have no idea what that means.
I think you could go abroad, mate. I think
really.
I was saying, I'll go to Italy.
I've seen Dan somewhere like playing in America or somewhere just for the weather, for climate reasons, and just for his. Well,
what about Saudi?
Yeah, exactly. Somewhere where, if he does get an injury, the body's going to recover a bit quicker because of the climate. I mean, if he stays here, gets an injury, he's still going to have a cold winters and even the summers aren't going to be as warm. His body's clearly not up to it. So going abroad, getting vitamin D.
I mean, you could go to America, play for Minnesota and be in winter conditions.
Into Miami, I know you play up with Luis Suarez, couldn't he? Suarez and Callum Wilson.
He'll go to Brazil. Go to Brazil and look just like them.
Oh, well, Sergio Ramos is in Uruguay, playing in Uruguay, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Mexico.
Mexico, yeah. Agent Tech says a season that was supposed to say, Paul. Yeah, I get that now. Yeah, you are right. Listen, we need to talk about Jonathan David as well. And interesting enough, we have a Canadian on the forum. Now, Jesse March, Ryan, has come out and said that Newcastle United and Jonathan David would seem to be a good fit because Newcastle United seem to match the ambitions of the player himself. So is there any news kicking about in Canada about this?
Yeah, it's a bit blowing up on TSN, but I think you're right. It would match his ambition because, one, we're trying to look to win trophies going forward. He won the league title with Lille, so he already knows Sven Bobman. So he knows that. He has that connection there. He's got the connection with the old manager, John. I forget his last name, but he's from Consett.
Chambers.
Oh,
No,
the
not
Consett
John.
guy, yeah. I know him. I think, is it Chambers?
No,
Tom, the voice of historical football.
Yeah, he's a Canada manager.
The old Canada manager, John something. Someone in the comments will know, but like, there's
Is he
also
not
word of mouth
is
from
that
there.
guy not the Toronto now?
Yeah.
He's Matty Longstaff's manager at Toronto. Is it Sanderson or Simpson or something?
No, but whatever. So like, he's got a lot of like good, close people that tell him go to Newcastle, and the other thing too is that it gives us a lot more dynamism going forward. We could play 2 up front with him and Isak, go to 4-4-2, or like. I don't think he's better than Isak, but he'll definitely put Isak on his knees for competition. So,
Well done, Joe Wilkinson. John Herdman.
John Herdman, that's who it is. Yeah.
Do you think there's that there is a possibility of us getting Jonathan David, because he has been heavily linked with Barcelona and maybe a couple of the German sides.
He's linked with Napoli a lot, so like we got some big competition for him.
Yeah. Interesting. Emma, Jonathan David, or would you want another striker?
To be honest, I might sound stupid now, but I don't even know who this Jonathan David is.
Oh my God!
Oh God, he's a good player.
Take serious offense.
I mean,
sorry, but I've not. I watched.
I'm joking.
Who's the striker you want to go for, Emma? If we were to go for a striker, is there anyone that sort of stands out for you?
What position goes? I know I've mentioned it in the chat before, but I really like the look of this Phineas Jr., but I don't know if he's a striker.
The best player in the world, isn't it? Probably costs about £70 billion, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Brazilian.
If you're talking about Rodrigo, that could be a possibility.
Rodrigo would, but he's a right winger, isn't he? We do need a right winger.
Apparently, he wants to play left wing again.
Does he?
Because that's where his original position is. Yeah.
Kenzie's asking in the chat if anyone thinks we'll actually go and bid for Mbuemo.
Yes.
There is a. You think we will, Paul? Yeah.
Yeah, I really think we will. Yeah.
What's giving you that indication?
Because he can play at the right, can't he? He's your right side. Yeah, didn't he? Yeah. He'll give Murphy a bit of competition. I've just got a feeling. Yeah, I'm just saying. I think we will. Yeah.
I don't know what is going on with this show tonight, Billy, but can you see what I'm seeing?
Yes, I can. It's a big eye.
There's something off Monsters Inc. in the green room, so I'm kicking them out because somebody is playing funny buggers by the looks of things, and it's not going to work. But there you have it. Tom, Jonathan David, talented player, but do you think that he might go elsewhere?
I don't know, in all honesty, but he is. He's I think he'd be excellent signing for us to get. I don't know who else is in for him at the minute. I haven't been.
Well, he's been linked with Barcelona and a couple of the other German giants, and also Newton Heath were mentioned in the report as well.
Aye. Well, I suppose it depends what happens with them, isn't it?
Yeah, it all depends on where if they get Champions League football, they can start attracting players.
Yeah.
Harry, good evening.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Good, thanks.
So, can you just remind me what you predicted for the Arsenal game?
I think I said 1-0.
1-0.
Are you sure?
I think it was the Chelsea game where I said 2-0.
All right, okay, I'll let you off. Are you nervous for Sunday?
Yeah, I think ever since the Arsenal game 4-time whistle went, the Everton game come up to been on my mind, and And I think we all know it's going to go down to the wire because it's Newcastle United, and we'll never make it easy for ourselves. So I can see it being a really tough game, and with that Mackham in net, Everton not going to be any rollovers.
Well, listen, Billy, commentating on the game with me on Sunday, I have a horrible scenario. It's 1-0 going into the 5 minutes of injury time.
It's all right. Paul Dummett's not playing.
Yeah. Yeah. Who can forget that? Was that the WWE wrestling challenge he made in the penalty area?
All accounts, Ashley Young will be playing now, which is
yeah, I've read that today. Everton have got quite a few players missing, and it's a very patched up back line they'll be having. So when I said a bad omen, I didn't mean that. I said what I meant was very nervy going into the final 5 minutes of injury time. It's 1-1, and up steps Big Dan Burn from a corner. Now, how to win the game 2-1 and send us to the Champions League just to complete what would be, Billy, an utterly astonishing season for Big Dan Burn.
Good grief, that'd be the season that dreams are made of for him, wouldn't it? England call up, winning a cup, scoring a goal in the final, and then getting us the goal that gets us to Champions League. Good grief. I mean, I'm amazed you haven't mentioned some of these teams of the season that I've seen on Sky, because it should have been.
If we win that game, regardless of any other results, is third guaranteed?
Yeah.
Yeah, if we win the game.
Well,
actually...
Oh, no, Man City.
Man City.
I mean, a lot of them are like 1 point or like tied with us, but I guess goal.
Yeah, Man City play tonight, don't they? So if they win, they go above us.
Yeah,
they do.
That's their game in hand, though, right?
Bournemouth tonight.
Yeah, they'll go ahead of us with one game to play. But look, for me, it isn't about where we finish, as long as we finish in the Champions League spots now. It's all about getting in the Champions League. I'm not bothered whether that's third, fourth, or fifth, as long as we get there. Because, Chippers, would you... We asked this. We were talking about this last night on the show, me and Billy. If we were to fail to reach the Champions League, would you still say it's been a successful season, given that we've won the Carabao Cup, or would you think that it's a big disappointment, a huge blow if we don't make the Champions League?
Well, firstly, I'll suggest you Dan Burn scoring from a corner. Well, I don't think we've looked like scoring from a corner since the final, have we? So that would force now in the works.
It would.
But I think it'll be. Ooh, this is a tough one, because I could say a glass half full, glass half empty sort of moment, because it's been in our hands for the last how many games now. So to throw it away when we've had that advantage, I'll look back and think, if we're not going to get in the Champions League when we've basically had it sewn up all bar to the last game of the season, I'll be disappointed. But then I'd look and say, you know what? I've seen us win a cup. Not many fans can say that. I've seen us win a trophy. Now, that may counteract that, because if we do get Europa League, I would say we've got a more winnable chance of winning that competition as opposed to winning the Champions League.
The reason I'm putting the question to you is because I'm more thinking about holding on to players and attracting the better players.
I think regardless of what we have, I think we still keep our players.
Yeah, well, okay, if we keep them, but also attracting players who maybe are interested in moving to Newcastle United on the proviso that we're in the Champions League.
I think there's a small percentage of players that you need Champions League football to attract. I think with Europa League, I think we could still get anyone. We bought Sven Bobman and Kieran Trippier without any of those. We bought players that have won trophies before without Champions League, so I don't.
Yeah, but it's the revenue as well, isn't it? Let's be honest. It's all about money as well.
I think if we don't get Champions League, I don't think that fully derails the plans that the club has for the transfer window.
No, they'll have two shopping lists. There's no doubt about it. There'll be two shopping lists.
Yeah, instead of option A, it might be option B, which probably are just as good options.
I would say though that if we do get Europa League, I think the Jonathan David transfer would be off the cards. I think he wants Champions League football.
Yeah, I've got to worry about that as well. I have to be honest. I think at this stage now, with all the stories about clubs wanting our players, I do worry. I do worry if we don't get the Champions League that some of the elite players that we have will want to move on.
I'll tell you what it won't be, and that'll be Bruno. If anyone's seen that video of the homemade Bruno,
he's going nowhere.
I've seen that.
It's an emotional roller coaster. Good grief! If you want to have a good cry, watch that. It's fantastic.
I've seen that.
Yeah, he's going absolutely bloody nowhere. Where he's going.
He ain't going nowhere, bruv.
No. He's just that kind of quality player, isn't he? And he loves Newcastle. Well, I mean, oh dear. I mean, have I just walked into the set of A Nightmare on Elm Street?
Hi, Freddie.
Good evening, Freddie.
Freddie.
Is he there?
He's waving.
Microphone on.
Can you hear us?
Hello.
You are there?
Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Well, we can now, yeah. Can you hear us? Hello!
Yes, we can hear you, Baldy.
Come to Freddie.
He can't hear us, I don't think.
Freddie's not there, unfortunately.
He's had a nightmare.
I don't know what's happened there. Vasilis is back, though. Listen. We need to be, in my opinion, in the Champions League, right? And if we don't make the Champions League, I'm going to be disappointed. I have to admit, even though we've won the cup, and don't get me wrong, that was an incredible occasion, and something that a lot of people weren't ever going to see in their lifetime, but now we have. But like Chip has said, it's been in our own hands for so long now, Emma, that the disappointment would be there, I think, if we don't get the Champions League, because there is the worry about losing players. There's a revenue factor in it. There's a lot of things go with it as well.
Yeah, I'll be mightily disappointed. I'll probably cry if we don't get Champions League. Because all right, we won the Carabao Cup. I cried for that, but we want Champions League. We don't want anything less.
Yeah, I mean, somebody said last night, it's sort of Eddie going into the dressing room, Peter, and saying something like, do you want to play the Barcelonas, the Madrids, or do you want to go to somewhere in like the outback of, Eastern Europe somewhere on a cold Thursday night?
Well, exactly. I mean, it would be a disappointment if we did throw away this Champions League because of how it has been in our hands for so long this season. We've been in that position as well. So, yeah, that's what I worry, if we could lose some really good key players if we just miss out on that Champions League.
Yeah.
Even though...
Go on.
No, it's fine.
Tom, there'll be an element of nerves, won't there? Which is why I think St James's Park needs to be rocking on Sunday, which it's bound to be. War Flags will do what they can as well to help the lads. So it's very important that they settle the nerves very quickly and they go out there and just play a professional game and do the job.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah, as you say, we need to be up for it, don't we? We need St James's at full on Raj.
Full on Raj.
Exactly. Yeah. They do. They need to probably get the free drink vouchers out again, and
that might be an idea. Yeah, but give everybody 4 free pints and get them hammered before they're in the stands.
It's a bank holiday weekend as well, so let's go crazy.
Yeah. It is. Well, Tom's well up for it, by the way. So if Newcastle United are listening, that man wants a drink. Billy, it's important for the fans to stay with the team, though, isn't it? We've seen St James's Park over a few times where after 10, 15 minutes, if things haven't gone our way, it goes a little bit quiet. Obviously, the fans are going to be nervous as well. So it's kind of a two-way street. The players have got to do it for the fans, but vice versa. We've got to maintain the support for them as well. And keep them going.
It's very much a similar situation to the cup final for me. I think the fans have got with the team for the whole of the however many minutes it is, 100 minutes, let's say, and stick with them and give them something to push them forward. And not that they should need that anyway, but all the additional help we can get, let's take it. Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, totally agree. Samsonite Dove had to go, by the way. He sent in a super chat saying, apologies, work emergency. Anyway, how are the lads and lasses? Thank you, mate. look, Asif says we will do it. We only have come into the Champions League spots recently, as earlier in the season, people were wondering if Eddie Howe was the man for us. Billy, we've had a fantastic season. Need Little Arms to have a mare. We need to get on his back very, very quickly, Paul.
I don't think so. I think he's the opposite. No, I don't want to wind him up.
If he plays.
I'd get on with it, yeah.
There's rumours that he might not start the game, by the way.
Oh, he'll
be banging on Moisey's door and saying, "You leave me out, there'll be hell on sunshine."
Think about it. Does he really want to be there to watch us celebrating Champions League football? Maybe they want to see that.
If he's going to play final the day beforehand, then he might not play.
Well, he is going, isn't he? He said in an interview that he's going. Charles has gifted a membership. Thank you, Charles. Much appreciated. That bloody thing from Monsters Inc. is still... Get lost. Rodder says, where are the Eddie Outlaw at? Oh, do we really have to...
Well, you've got to think about it, Rodders. Had he played Tonali maybe the 2 or 3 games before he did, maybe we'd all be qualified for Champions League.
Well, yeah. I mean, he did take a lot of flack for that, didn't he, leaving Tonali out? I mean, was it the right thing, Pete? Was it not?
That was definitely the wrong thing to do. There's not just that. I mean, going down to Sellers Park and getting a 1-1 draw and not having a shot on target. And Palace were in the bottom team at the time. In the bottom 3, I'm sure they were.
Look, I think, in all honesty, when people were starting to, put a bit of doubt on Eddie Howe, that always happens in football. If your team's going through a bad run, then you always look at it. It doesn't matter what football club you support. If the team aren't playing well, it's the manager that gets the flack, and it's the manager that people start doubting. Now, some people did come on at various shows that we did and say, look, it's the players. When are the players going to take accountability? And I think it was just a case of everybody had to just get together. And we know that the players, Bruno's come out and said it many times, that the players, they had meetings by themselves without Eddie Howe and then with Eddie Howe. And then suddenly after that meeting, they went on a 9-game winning streak. Now, I don't think we played fantastic football all season, which in a way is a good thing, because we're up in the elite spots in the Premier League without hitting the heights of brilliant football week in, week out, which we know these players have got. So I actually think we go out and I'm going to say we pummel Everton on Sunday. I think the lads will be fired up, the stadium will be rocking, and we'll pummel them. And David Moyes will look more of a mummy than he already does. Just astounding. I mean, Vasilis, it's got to be sign off with a massive win.
Yes, of course. We have to win. We have to qualify for the Champions League.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think I think I am. I'm positive. Yes, I'm positive that we are going to win. We have to win. Yes, we deserve Champions League. Yes,
we do. We definitely deserve it. And I've always said that the league table doesn't lie. We are there on merit, and that is that. I mean, LG saying Everton will park the bus. I fully expect them to, because they'll be under pressure for the whole game. Charles has gifted another membership. Thank you, buddy. How will you celebrate, Vasilis, if we win the game? Will you be skinny dipping in the blue ocean over there?
Well, fortunately, the sea is far away from my home, so
never.
A couple of pints for me and a couple of pints, and that's it. Yes.
Yeah,
so as you're down in them couple of pints, will you not be sort of trying to get a few other people on board with Newcastle United? Say, hey, this team is going places. You need to get on this bus, because this bus is going places.
Yeah, I'm trying to, but my brother is a Chelsea fan.
Thank God!
You won them up last week.
Glory. Yes, I didn't want to fight with him, so I was very calm and didn't celebrate at all. Yes,
you're a liar.
Didn't celebrate.
You're a liar.
No,
I bet you did.
No, that's true. I didn't. I celebrated silently.
I'd be throwing beer in his face and everything. I'd be spitting at him and saying, "Get out."
And the funny thing is, my little sister, she's young, and she supports Liverpool. We were watching the final together, and she wanted to kill me. And I said to her, you are going to win the league. Just calm down. I could not celebrate again.
By the
That
way,
is the situation.
it's Yvonne's birthday today. She's got to go to lie down.
Happy birthday, Yvonne. I mean, must over-celebrate by the sound of things.
That sounds like she's over-celebrated, by the way. Yvonne, happy birthday. Hope you've had a lovely day from all of us here at the Toon Review. Jilly's gifted a Toon Review membership as well. Thank you very much, Jilly. Right. I do want to talk about quickly Jamie Gittins, because it seems like we have a very good chance of signing him. Now, Billy, we spoke about him at the start of the show and mentioned how good of a player he is. Tom, do you know much about Jamie Gittins? Have you seen much of him?
I don't. I've only seen little bits, but yeah, he does look and sound impressive.
Yeah,
I really don't know much, so I'm going to be honest and can't really say much about it.
Apparently he could be available for 40 million quid because Dortmund need to get him off the wages. And it's very strange for Dortmund to come out and actually admit that they need to get players off the wage budget. It's surely alerting other teams as well that there could be some bargains to be had, because there was about 5 or 6 names mentioned.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know much about Dortmund's finances. Obviously, they're struggling a little bit this year, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
So yeah, not going to make the Champions League. So yeah, in that case, they're going to need to maybe trim things down a little bit. So yeah, we'll just wait and see.
It seems that way. I mean, Emma, do you know much about Gittins? Have you heard about him? You need to start doing your homework before you get on here.
Emma.
Listen to my videos and go and study the players.
I only care about the Newcastle players.
Well, fair enough. They are looking. Ruffy Benisian's just put in the chat that the Dortmund are looking for between 42 and 52. He's on 49 grand a week at Dortmund. He can play as an attacking midfielder and a centre forward as well. So he's a man of many positions, Billy.
He is. He's rapid. He's got so much pace, so much skill. He's got a massive high skill ceiling. He's not nowhere near his full potential yet.
Yeah, he's only 20.
21, 22. Yeah, and a bit young.
He's 20, Billy. Yeah,
20 years of age. Lots of room to move into.
Oh yeah,
and I think it'll be a good play for us now. So yeah, I think it'll be an excellent signing for us.
Yeah. Right. Well, let's get some predictions, shall we? Chippers.
I'm going to see a 3-1 win.
3-1.
You think Everton will score?
But I think that'll just be because we'll be 3-0 up and everyone will be there'll be limbs all out of the shop and we'll just get a little consolation back at the end and everyone will be buzzing because we'll be in the Champions League and Eddie Howe will have made changes and that. So I think he'll have brought on a few players, maybe like Wilson, who possibly aren't going to be here next season, to give them a send-off.
Yeah. Well, I hope you're right, mate. Thank you for coming on. We'll see you next time, buddy.
Good night, all. See you later.
Good night, Sam.
Good night.
Come on.
Vasilis, what do you reckon then? Come on, give us a score.
Yes, I'm gonna go with 2-0, I think.
Oh, 2-0.
To us, yes, of course.
Yeah, Tommy's just put in the chat as well. He agrees with you. He's gone 2-0 with Pickford 2 own goals.
Oh,
that would be hilarious.
Well, I wasn't thinking about that, but could do a favor to us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, as if.
Rasmus, you look a lot like Andre Silva and Hector Bellerin in one.
Oh.
I mean.
Is Vasilis the Greek version of William? I believe it is, isn't it?
Yes, it is. My mother calls me Billy. Yes.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
There we go.
That's my middle
name.
Billy, your knowledge is incredible.
Yeah, I think that. Well, I don't have the words. Yes.
I've never called a Greek man Billy before. I have to say that's
no, it's very common. Yes, whoever is called Vasilis in Greece, you normally call them Billy.
What do you call someone named Demos?
What? Sorry?
Ryan's trying to crack a joke, but he's French Canadian. He knows he's not a funny man. And he's
I didn't hear it though.
I said, what does Vlachodimos mean?
Oh, well, Demos is the name Demosthenes. Yes. Demos, Demokratia, democracy. Yes, is the people.
No way.
You know, yes. And Vlacho, Vlachos, they are like Wallachia, Romania, you know?
Bloody hell.
They are the people that are coming from Wallachia. Yes, so we have loads of Vlachos in Greece.
Oh, there you go.
Do you know, I feel like I'm on a bloody, I feel like I'm at school.
National Geographic.
Yeah. Or Eurovision Song Contest.
Well, I'm studying history, so at university. So yeah, you know.
Thank you for coming on, Vasilis. Nice to see you again, my man.
Thank you.
Cheers,
good night.
Take care. Good night. Top man. Peter Garthwaite with the super chat says, if Liverpool want Gordon, then we need to tell them we want Harvey Elliott included in any deal.
That's an interesting little speak.
No.
Diaz too.
Harvey Elliott's a fantastic player.
Are you saying no, Paul?
No. I will never ever sell Gordon. Not at any price. Not a chance, bruv.
But if he wants to go...
No, Paul. I don't care what anybody says. He ain't going anywhere.
But if he wants to go, are you prepared to keep an unhappy player?
Yeah, I would.
Sorry, it's like if you don't want to be here, well, there's the door.
But would you be happy for a player to be there, pulling on the black and white shirt, knowing that he doesn't want to play for us?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I'm not too sure.
I don't know.
They have to give us the right money first.
Absolutely,
yeah, money. 100 million.
Go on, Paul.
I did say that they might be offering 100 million, but 100 million, I don't know on that one. I don't know.
Well, Newcastle apparently slapped an 80 million price tag on him.
Yeah.
So, I guess what'll be. What's your prediction for Sunday, Paul?
5-0.
Wow. Okay. Wow. Going out in style.
Well,
I hope so.
Yeah.
Well, we will have a fan forum on next week, of course, to discuss where we finished up. So hopefully we'll see you again, matey. Thanks for coming on.
See you, Paul.
Take care, man. Take care.
Yeah.
Harry, come on then. Fill us with some inspiration for Sunday. Come on. We know you like to predict.
He's good at this. He's good at it as well.
He is good at predictions.
I've got a prediction on the edge. I'm going 3-2 us.
3-2.
Oh, yeah. It's Newcastle United. We'll make it hard for ourselves.
Well, you know what? You might be right.
It's basically all but guaranteed for us to go 1-0 down, but then it's written in the stars for Dan Burn to score a header, in my opinion.
Well, I've said that as well. But it would just be like Newcastle United. It'd be 2-0 down at half time or something, wouldn't it? And come back and win 3-2. Well, we'll see you next time, Harry. Thanks for coming on, matey.
Yes, Harry.
Good night.
Thanks.
Emma, I don't know what to expect your score prediction to be because, I know you're the voice of positivity, so this could be anything.
Well, before I give my prediction, know when you said about the Dan Burn corner?
Yes.
What's going through my head is there's an Everton player on one side of him, Pickford on the other side, and it skims off his head, so Pickford can't save it.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't mind that at all.
Pickford is like a toothpick against Dan Burn.
Oh, dear. Go on, Emma. What's your prediction?
6-0.
Hey, we're going out in style. If it's you, Paul, and your predictions, I tell you, that'll be a 5 or 6-0. Billy, that'll make our afternoon a lot easier.
Yeah, it will be. I'm fantastic. I'm all for that.
Well, I'll not be crapping myself doing the commentary. Yeah, Christ. I'm thinking about hiring a commode just to do the commentary with, just in case my ass has an evacuation if it's a tight game, but hopefully not. Right, thanks, Emma. We'll see you next time.
See you next time.
Good
See you,
night. Peter.
3-0 Newcastle.
Yes. If you're wrong, Peter, you will come on the fan forum next week and do a forfeit by custard pieing yourself.
Oh, God.
But hopefully you won't have to. But listen,
Hopefully
matey,
not.
take care. We'll see you next time.
See you later.
Cheers,
Take
Pete.
care, mate. Ryan.
2-0 Newcastle.
2-0.
Barnes and Murphy will score.
You think the wingers will score? Do you think they'll start? If he goes 4-3-3, do you think he'll stick with Barnes and Murphy?
Well, I think Murphy's inevitable, and then I guess I'd say Barnes just because I don't think Anthony Gordon really deserves to be on the team sheet. And
yeah,
I mean, hopefully, like it's good that the season's kind of reset for him because then he could start fresh next season and be the player we had 2 seasons ago where he got double figures. I don't think he's been near that this season, but let's hope for the best for that.
Well, fingers crossed, matey. Thank you for coming on. We'll speak soon, buddy.
Cheers. See you guys.
Take care. And finally, Tom.
Oh, I hate giving predictions.
I know you do, but you've got to do it.
I think we'll be okay. I'll start off by saying that I think we'll be okay. I think we'll get there. It might be a little bit frustrating, but I think we've got the motivation, and one way or the other, we'll get there. I'm going to say 2-0.
2-0. Safety first. Right. Thanks for coming on, Tom. We'll speak
No
shortly,
bother. See you later. Ta-ra, bye.
Well, of course, me and Billy will give our predictions on the preview
What I will
show
say,
on
though,
Thursday
Paul,
night. Yeah.
if he doesn't play Anthony Gordon on Sunday against his ex-team, would that encourage Gordon to want to move away?
Or would it be an indication that he might be away? We're just staring this shit pot right now. We have no fucking idea, to be honest. So there you go. Thank you very much for watching tonight, guys. Thank you to everybody that joined us on the forum and took part in the chat, and for your memberships and, of course, super chats. Don't forget to check the Toon Review website out. That's thetoonreview.com for all your merchandise. Get something nice for yourself or a loved one to support the channel. And, of course, thank you to Mamaroo Records for sponsoring the channel, based in Whitley Bay, for all your music needs. If you can't get into the town centre, check them out online. That is pinned at the top of the show's description, along with our website address. But thank you very much, guys. Thanks, Mods. Thanks to Billy. And thanks to you guys for joining us. Tomorrow night is a brilliant transfer show. You really want to tune in for that, because there's a lot of work going on behind the scenes to put this show together. And it may well give you an indication of who might be there to cherry pick from, etc., in the early part of the window. So join us at 7 o'clock for that. But I will do a news show if there's news to bring, which there probably will be, as there always is with Newcastle United. But in the meantime, enjoy the rest of your Tuesday evening, folks, and we'll see you soon. Take care.
Away the lads and lasses.
Come back and check out some green.